Narwhal has finally done it. I think they released a vacuum that, in my opinion, we've all been waiting for at a price point that I'm honestly blown away by, given all of the tech packed into this thing. Hey, what's going on, people? Hope y'all are good. Today, I've partnered with Narwhal to showcase their brand new Frio Z Ultra. As you can see behind me, there's a lot of changes, and we're gonna go over those in this video. So right off the bat, you're gonna notice the brand new color. It's almost like a space gray color, but it's also available in that classic white that Narwhal is known for. So the white almost acts as a trim, and man, it looks good. The colors aren't the only thing that have changed. The base itself has had a lot of refinements and upgrades to it, so let's quickly go over those now. First and foremost, the front will pop off magnetically, exposing the solution compartment as well as a dustbin bag. The base itself also sits slightly higher than the Frio X Ultra, but it's really not that significant. The lid still flips up, exposing the dirty water and clean water tanks. And of course, on that lid, we still have that iconic circular touch display. The robot itself has also seen some refinements, but overall, it still keeps that same design language from Narwhal. The top part still pops off magnetically, exposing the dustbin, which has been upgraded. And again, we're gonna talk about this more in detail later, but you can see there's two different chambers. And for the first time ever, you can see the Frio Z Ultra features dual cameras. You'll also notice some upgraded sensors along the sides. There's also a little attachment on the bottom of the Frio Z Ultra for placing this little furry thing. This thing right here will clean your baseboards as it's cleaning your floors. We still have the same dual side brushes from previous Frio models, and that anti-tangle floating roller brush that prevents hair from getting caught up in it. With LiDAR 4.0, it can scan your house and surroundings in 360 degrees to create a detailed 4-layer 3D map. It takes about 6 minutes to do a quick mapping, which is insane. It can identify furniture and other stationary objects, or if it missed any, you can go back into that 3D map and quickly add your own. Let's dive into what you really want to see on the Frio Z Ultra, the upgrades. Let's begin with the dual RGB cameras and the dual AI computing chips. Narwhal calls this the Twin AI Dodge Obstacle Avoidance System. It can detect 120 plus objects and locate them with millimeter level precision. It does this by utilizing the dual cameras and the side sensors to minimize manual cleaning and increase coverage whenever it's running its course. What's even crazier is watching the Frio Z Ultra react in real time to things that are dropped in front of it. It can avoid sudden hazards to prevent real life interruptions, and this is perfect if you have pets or children. The Frio Z Ultra uses dual 1600 by 1200 cameras, which are slightly higher resolution than 1080p. Most competitors only use 720p cameras or even less. Now what Narwhal did was they took those dual full HD cameras and then they combined them with AI chips. This allows for 1.5M point cloud, which accurately captures dimensions and contours, enabling edge adaptive cleaning of any object. In short, this allows the Narwhal Frio Z Ultra to get insanely close to different objects like table legs, couch legs, and so on and so forth. Not only that, but the dual cameras are extremely wide at 136 degrees. This allows the Narwhal Frio Z Ultra to get a great perspective of everything in front of it. My favorite part about having cameras on board the Frio Z Ultra is that I can dive into the app and access them at any time. All of this is protected by a password, by the way, so you don't have to worry about if someone gets a hold of your phone, them being able to get into your vacuum. You can communicate with family and friends directly through the speaker on the robot using the microphone on your smartphone.
Yo, can you hear me? Oh yeah.
Another thing that you can do while accessing the camera portion inside the app is you can record video and take photos, all of which are saved directly to your smartphone and not uploaded to any cloud. This is great to act as a secondary security camera when you're on vacation. You can easily patrol your home. You can also use it to spot lost objects under couches and other pieces of furniture. Like I found one of my son's toys under my couch during the making of this video. The primary use for this though is for spot cleaning. So you can patrol your home with the vacuum, and if you notice a mess, you can tap on your screen and have the robot vacuum clean that specific position. Now, of course, some of this stuff other vacuums have had for years, but Narwhal has fine-tuned it and the process is extremely smooth. And the reason why everything is as smooth as it is and functions the way that it does is because they're using Xbox-grade chips that can process 4 trillion calculations a second. We have Xbox-grade processors inside of Tesla cars. Now we have them and robotic vacuums. These chips are designed to handle complex and unexpected situations, but more importantly, they're there to power two of the main features on the Frio Z Ultra. This includes the brand new AI-based obstacle avoidance and DirtSense 2.0. Now, all of this AI talk might be rubbing you the wrong way because I know AI has gotten a bad rep, especially when it comes to your data. And that's something I want to quickly talk about. Everything is being processed on board, meaning that nothing is getting sent to the cloud or over an internet connection by default. The Frio Z Ultra does have a TÜV certification in protected privacy IoT services. Now you might be thinking certifications are a dime a dozen, but a TÜV Rheinland certification means a little bit more than others, especially when you think that they certify hospital-grade equipment and they keep businesses and patients safe alike. Now let's talk about the other part that these Xbox-grade processors are powering: AI DirtSense 2.0 with adaptive real-time smart cleaning strategy. These powerful chips, combined with the onboard AI processing, allows the Frio Z Ultra to identify dirt as it goes. Dual chip AI deploys suction or mopping depending on if dust or dirt is detected versus liquids. Now, when I read this on their website and saw it on their spec sheet, I really didn't think anything of it because vacuums have been able to detect dirt and dust now for years, but this is way different. This is really impressive. So let's say the Frio Z Ultra is doing its thing. It's running a vacuum only session and it's going along. And then all of a sudden it encounters a spill. It will automatically turn off the side brushes and then enable mopping, and it does this for different types of debris in order to reduce more of a mess or causing any sticky residues to get stuck to the vacuum itself. Being able to recognize a wet spot from a dry spot and not make more of a mess is going to save you a ton of headaches. Now, once that spill or wet spot has been cleaned, the Frio Z Ultra will go right back to vacuuming your floors. And what's great is it will never mix wet and dry waste, which means you won't get any wet, clumpy, nasty hair. All right, so I just finished a vacuuming and mop job. So let's go ahead and take a look at the bin to make sure nothing got mixed. So here is the bin. I do not see any water in it. There's the filter. And then inside you can see it's all dry. So there is no water in there whatsoever. So nothing got mixed. And if you take a look here, you can see there's no water as well. And the other part of AI DirtSense 2.0 is the fact that the Frio Z Ultra uses a matrix cleaning pattern, and this is used to remove large and deep messes. Speaking of that matrix cleaning pattern, let's go ahead and talk about cleaning performance because I really think you're gonna be impressed with that as well. Not only does the Frio Z Ultra clean efficiently and effectively, but it's also extremely quiet. In fact, it's one of the quietest vacuums that I have ever tested given how powerful this thing is. So it has a suction power of 12,000 Pascal, making it the most powerful vacuum that I have tested to date. Now, even in its highest, most powerful suction mode, this thing is still significantly quieter than other vacuums that I've tested at 10,000 to 11,000 Pascal. So what's crazy is the Frio Z Ultra can boost the suction power up by 120% when on carpet to ensure a thorough cleaning. In fact, speaking of thorough cleaning, you can expect a 99% dirt removal rate. Of course, I had to put all of this to the test, so I used some things that I had laying around the house to simulate dirt and debris, and the Frio Z Ultra performed incredible here. When it comes to that zero tangle anti-hair floating roller brush, SGS confirms 0% hair tangling even on deeper carpets, which is perfect for pet owners. You can see that certification right here, and you can scan the QR code to learn a little bit more. Now, I put this to the test using some synthetic hair that I cut off a wig. We finished up the hair test, and you can see it cleaned everything pretty good. But let's see if there's any hair caught up in that roller brush. Let's flip this over and take a look. I see zero hair. A little bit right here, but that's not stuck in the brush. That's actually just on the side, and that's it. So once it actually self-empties into the base station, all of that should be clean. But yeah, none is caught up on the brush, which is exactly what we want to see. Now, to go along with the incredible suction power, the Frio Z Ultra packs some of the best, if not the best, mopping performance I have seen on any robot vacuum. The Frio Z Ultra retains that 12mm auto mop lift, and it works beautifully, so you don't have to worry about your carpets and rugs getting wet from those circular disc mops. And of course, you still have that triangular shape with those mop pads in order for them to overlap to ensure nothing is missed. Narwhal introduced this with the Frio X Ultra and the Frio X Plus at CES last year. Now, these dual mop pads apply a downward pressure of 1.2 kilograms while spinning at a speed of 180 RPMs. This is strong enough to remove like 3-day-old stuck, hard, crusty ketchup and tomato sauce that's been left on the floor. One interesting feature on the Frio Z Ultra that I haven't seen on any other robotic vacuum is the incorporation of this little furry guy right here. This allows the Frio Z Ultra to swing using its edge swing technology to clean your baseboards. They include several in the box so you can easily swap them out. They stick using Velcro, and it does a good job. Like, my baseboards are shining right now. Now, going back to how quiet the Frio Z Ultra is, it's even quiet when it redocks for cleaning and emptying due to the base being insulated. You can see right here on the front cover, there is a big piece of rubber right here that seals everything in, and this is gonna hold as much sound as possible inside the base so that way you don't hear it. Here's a quick example and comparison to the Eufy Robot Vacuum Omni S1 Pro.
Start dust collection.
So speaking of the base, let's go ahead and talk a little bit more about that because the upgrades that Narwhal has done to it are very impressive and I think you're going to like them as well. So first and foremost, Narwhal has incorporated something called AI Adaptive Hot Water Mop Washing. It uses sensors to detect the dirt type on the mop heads and then adjust the temperature accordingly. 113 degrees Fahrenheit removes dirt and food powders without scorching anything. 140 degrees Fahrenheit ensures that all oil and grease are clean from the mop pads. 167 degrees Fahrenheit kills bacteria and leaves the mop pads sterile. The Narwhal Frio Z Ultra also has hot air drying for those mop pads, and that gets up to 104 degrees Fahrenheit to ensure no mold or mildew is getting built up, so that way you don't get any funky smells or anything like that. Not only are those pads being cleaned, but also the station itself. It can also control bacteria built up on the dustbin and bag by ensuring that they're air dried properly. In the beginning of the video, I showed you the new location for the detergent, which has also seen a bit of an upgrade. The base station is smart enough to apply cleaning solution from that contained reservoir to exactly the right proportion. This should save you money because you'll have to buy less detergent over a period of time. And last but not least, Narwhal introduced electro water sterilization, which removes 99% of bacteria in the pipes for a more sterile cleaning. What's really neat is you can see when this is working by this little window on the front of the base that's shaped almost like a thermometer. Okay, so let's wrap this up and talk about pricing. For people in the US, from the time that this video goes live to October 7th, if you want to pre-order the Narwhal Frio Z Ultra and get that early bird special, visit the website in the description or the pinned comment. All you have to do is pay $49 up front. That's gonna get you $400 off your later purchase, and you can enjoy a 3-year free warranty with a final price of only $1,099.99. Now, for all my friends in Canada, if you pay $69, you get $500 off and that 3-year warranty for a final price of $1,499.99. Let me know what you think of those prices, and let me know what you think of the Frio Z Ultra. If you enjoyed this video, consider dropping it a thumbs up, subscribe for more content just like this, and I'll see you beautiful people in the next one.